Hey, 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 good morning. It's Hump Day. Got half of May finished. Half of May. Can you believe that? Man. This is Eyes on Smash Bros. Radio, the only digital radio, award winning radio station in Birmingham. We appreciate you. If you have not done so, please like, follow, share, and subscribe. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, as well as I forgot one. Facebook, Twitter. No, not Twitter. So we got Instagram with YouTube. Moving kind of slow today. So you can find us on TikTok. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, as well as Instagram. So please like, follow, and share. Also, we have an app. We appreciate it if you would download our app, and then that way you can take us everywhere you go. I'm Oz. You can find me. You can find me everywhere. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. So we appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you. We got two events coming up, May 18th and 19th, which I think is Friday and Saturday. Let me see, 18th and 19th. Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday, May 18th and 19th. You have the Barbershop Basketball Tournament 5-on-5. Youth and adult competition, live DJ, entertainment, food trucks, pizza party, carnival. Kids are $10, adults are $15 for both days. Contact participating shops for tickets. For more information, you can contact 205-200-9423, 205-200-9453. We would appreciate it. So a way of getting everybody out. Basketball is pretty good too, 5-on-5. So come out and support them. Then Smash Bros. Radio and OZZz are proud sponsors of the Southern Bully Showdown Part 2, presented by the 1888 Bully Kennel, November 9th, 2024, over at the Bessemer Civic Center, 1130 9th Avenue, Southwest Bessemer, Alabama. If you have any questions, you can contact DeWine Hall at 205-460-6435, 205-460-6435. If you are a kennel, if you are a breeder, if you wish to be a sponsor, a donor, a benefactor, if you wish to volunteer, food trucks, vendors, please get in touch with DeWine. There are still booths that are open, and we would love to see you there. Last year was fantastic, had a good time. So please get in touch with DeWine. Please get in touch with the individuals for the 5-on-5 competition. Be good to have everybody out. I will see y'all there. Make my appearance and then disappear. Now, if I can get those of you who know me know that I'm very challenged when it comes to technology. So I am trying to get Elder Frank Woodson to come on. And I've sent him, I hope I've sent him the link. I hope I've done what I'm supposed to. Those of you who know me know that there are very few individuals that I respect and that I have, that I cherish, and I listen to. I value their opinion. I value them. They have worth in my life. There are two individuals that I feel really worthy and blessed to have. And one of them is Elder Frank Woodson. The other one is Mr. Charles Brooks. So those two gentlemen have been with me for over 40 years, I think. I think that's right. 1988, is that right? So I met Elder Woodson through Mr. Brooks. Mr. Brooks is the chief legal counsel for the National SCLC. And Huffman High School was competing in the mock congressional hearing from the Center for Law and Civic Education. And so Mr. Brooks introduced me to Elder Woodson. And to show you how small the world is, Mr. Elder Woodson was asking where I was from, and I told him Montgomery. He graduated from George Washington Carver in Montgomery, and he was asking, did I know Sergeant Woodson? And I was an RTC, and I did know Sergeant Woodson. I admire him tremendously. And it so happens that Sergeant Woodson is the father of Elder Woodson. So to show you how small the world is, it is really it's really funny. And so there are issues that pertain to Birmingham as a whole, and I like to I like to go to Elder Woodson and talk about the issues that are happening in Birmingham. He's well knowledged. Uh, he is so tactful in his presentation. He is so tactful when he's explaining, and the way that he explains things is very easy, very simplistic for you to listen and for you to absorb. And so I'm hoping that I can get Elder Woodson on a regular basis, because see what we need to do, when we need to focus on home. We need to focus on those issues that are affecting the communities, the non-communities in Birmingham. And then once we have focused on those issues affecting those non-communities in Birmingham, and we have some type of strategic plans, a blueprint on how to combat, how to resolve, how to come together to come up with solutions, then we make our own homes better. And so then from there, we reach out to the people in Montgomery, the legislators, and we get them involved. And then people may say, well, what about the county commission? You can, because everyone is connected. My main thing is that you start home, and with it being home, you go to the county commission, because the county commission represents the entire county of Jefferson County. And so you go from Birmingham to the county commission. And then from the county commission, you go to the legislators. And then from there, we get set. We get our rules and regulations. We get those statutes created and laws created. So that way, Alabama is an example of what can be done. And you can say whatever you want to about Alabama, and it probably is true. When it comes to actual knowledge, when it comes to creating solutions, when it comes to revamping, we are a smart constituency. We are a smart constituency. Now, of course, as in any group, you're going to have those who are somewhat off the mainstream, and that's okay too. But as a whole, we need to focus on Jefferson County. We need to focus on Birmingham as a whole. The Constitution of Alabama should be redone. And if I remember correctly, I was hoping that I had kept the Constitution in here. The Constitution of Alabama needs to be rewritten or revamped and changed. One of the changes that I see that is a necessity to running effectively, efficiently, is to make sure that the only ones that are involved in making decisions for a county or making a decision for a district would be those individuals who are actually involved, actually part. So, for example, now as the Constitution is written, if anything is established or anything is to go in Jefferson County, well, then you have other counties like Mobile County, Baldwin County, and Lowndes County, all those counties can decide what Jefferson County can and can't do. I find that is not right. That is improper. That is incorrect. Why would another county have a say on what Jefferson County does? Now, if there's going to be some type of effect, then possibly. But when it comes to the county itself, when it comes to the districts themselves, I don't think that it is proper for any other district that is not associated with Jefferson County to have a say with what we can and can't do. What is it? When we was coming up with the tax, the minimum wage tax, we had individuals across the mountain trying to dictate to us about what we can and can't do. And see, that's the problem here in Birmingham that we have, is we allow those intruders, those invaders over the mountain to come in to dictate what we can do. And we have allowed them, we have given them permission, we have become common to the point to where we allow those individuals to have a say. That has to stop. If Hoover wants to do whatever Hoover wants to do, well, then that's left up to Hoover. If Vestavia wants to do whatever, well, then that's left up to Vestavia. When it comes to Birmingham, those individuals in Birmingham should be the only ones to have a say on what can and can't be done. Now, so when it comes to the Constitution, when it comes to the Alabama Constitution, there is a lot of there's a need to change, because some of the statutes that are still on the books are no longer relevant. Talking about a woman walking 5 paces behind, not spitting on the sidewalk. You cannot read the Alabama Constitution as readily as you can the United States Constitution, because you'd be surprised that the Alabama Constitution is the largest constitution in the nation. Can you believe that? The nation. I did keep it. I did keep it. Yes, 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 yes. This is the Alabama Constitution. This right here is Alabama Constitution. Do you see how big, you see how thick that is? You see how thick that is? Well, let me show you. That is a federal government. That is the United States Constitution. That's the United States. You can read the federal Constitution in one sitting. It's not that big. This is Alabama's Constitution. So this is Alabama's Constitution. Now you can get this online. So they don't come bounded no more. So this pretty much is a artifact. So you don't get this anymore. You can't get this. Now you can download it from the website, but as for getting a book like this, you can't do it. Can't do it. United States Constitution, the Alabama Constitution of 1901, a commemorative edition issued by the Office of the State Secretary of State Glenn Browder, 1987. He was 17 years old. So that's, other than this. Don't look at this. Don't look at this. This is Alabama Constitution. Wow, isn't it? This is a federal Constitution. Compare and contrast. Can you see? Yes, Lord. So that is the Alabama Constitution. So we are now, and I keep telling 2024 is a time of change, is a time to re-examine, is a time to reconnect, redirect, and come up with what is going to benefit us, what is going to benefit Birmingham, and then get the commissioners on board, and then get the legislators on board. And it can be done. But we need to focus on what is happening in Birmingham. What can make Birmingham the best that Birmingham can be? We need individuals in Montgomery that has receipts, that has the experience, that know the community, that know the neighborhoods, that know the district. They have the solutions to the issues, or they know how to bring about solutions to the issues. And we can do it. We can do it. We can do it. But we have the tendency of voting on popularity. We don't vote on experience. We don't vote on whether or not that individual has the experience, has the tickets, has the receipts, that are actively involved in the community, that know exactly what problems and concerns and issues affect that district, that affects those neighborhoods. Most of the neighborhoods and communities, I would wager, have abandoned homes, empty lots. You have numerous, flip people that can come in, flip the houses. You have neighborhoods that probably have one or two homes. Well, let's be real. They have about 5 or 6 homes that are livable, and the rest are broken down. We don't need strangers coming in trying to manipulate us, trying to get us to the point to where we put faith in them, and then what they're doing is basically robbing us. We need individuals that we know that can and will promote, have a vested interest in the communities. And that's what we need. We need individuals that have a vested interest, not a selfish interest. And just because you have a religious institution, that does not mean that religious institution has biblical nor has anything pure about them. And we have to keep that in mind. When you have a religious institution that has 6 and 7 campuses all over Birmingham and down in Montgomery and worldwide, then that causes everybody, or should cause pause. Because if a religious institution can create multiple campuses, that means there's an abundance of money. Where's the money going? Where's the money coming from? There should be an audit on the books, a forensic audit should be done on the books to find out exactly where this money is coming from, how this money is spent. What is the history of the money? So we need individuals who are vested, who were not necessarily born, but who were raised here, that have an interest in the districts, in the communities, and can bring back the neighborhoods. It doesn't take much. Doesn't take much. Doesn't take much. When you have individuals, when you have builders, when you have contractors that can come in and can flip a house to make it affordable, then you have started bringing life back into that community. And we have to, when a certain group sees that the neighborhood is coming back to life, that group understands it's time for them to leave. It's time for us to start looking after the elderly here in Birmingham, looking after the homeless. Now, some of the homeless want to be homeless, and that's fine. At the same time, There should be a avenue. There should be a process, a procedure of how, if they want to get off the streets, if they can. Most of the problems is they can't get the documentations that are required. They can't get the social security card. You don't have an address. So for you to get a social security card, you have to have an address. For you to apply for this, you have to have a social security card and an address. There should be one central hub where everybody can go to. One central hub. One place. One stop shopping. And I think that the place is right there in back of this, what is it, the Boutwell Auditorium, what used to be the Social Security building. That building is big enough in that you can have all the social services in one location, one hub. You have enough of parking places. It does have bus connection. And then if anybody needs to go to Social Security, you can have a little trolley. You can have a little golf course, a golf buggy or whatever that can transport those individuals to the Social Security building, because it's just right down the street. So you have all the social services, all the social organizations, and also you can have nonprofits there too that can take the bottom, and the bottom floor can be renovated into an auditorium, can be renovated so that way it can serve as a venue for any type of occasions or events. And then the top floors, you can have businesses. You can even have apartments. And the top floors, you can have radio stations. You can have television stations. It's accessible. It can be done. So you're handling all the social issues in one location. One floor can be housing, one floor can be this, one floor, but it is in one location. And then if you open the bottom and you renovate the bottom, so that way you have a venue, the venue can also be a place to where you could have, so like a cafe or a fast food place, but the kitchen in the place would be the ones and that's one way of maintaining the property. And if the food is good, I mean, you have contractors, you have buildings being built. You'd be surprised in the number of individuals downtown that would flock to have a good meal. It can be done. The building is rotting away. It can be done. So then that way you have one location, you have one hub that can handle all the issues, that can provide the necessary documentation. But we need to focus on Birmingham. We need to take care of Birmingham. And there are individuals here in Birmingham that are capable to do whatever is required. We do not lack on any time when it comes to experience, or when it comes to dedication, when it comes to tenacity, when it comes to knowing exactly how to get things done effectively and efficiently. It can be done. Same way when it comes to, once you've handled Birmingham situation, Jefferson County situation, then you can spread it. Because what does it keep telling you? That out there 5 points west, you have the sports plex, to where the swimming pool could be renovated or improved, so that way it's an Olympic style. And then that way you have people overseas bringing their teams here, and you can build a dormitory. You can build all the facilities out there, so that way everyone has a place to go. And if you run it effectively and efficiently, if you market it as they did the Robert Trent golf courses, the retirement systems of Alabama, you would have people coaches flocking to bring their teams here, because you have a facility that will allow them to come together to train. And if you have the proper facilities that will what's the word, conducive, that they have everything that they need to train, it can be done. You can get grants, and if the city doesn't have a grant writer, they need to get a grant writer. We had a grant writer, a very good, excellent grant writer during Kincaid's administration. Before Kincaid's administration, we had a grant writer. And because from what allegedly, because of Kincaid being jealous that the grant writer was making more than he was, he fired the grant writer. But the grant writer was not being paid for by Birmingham City. He was being paid, or she was being paid for by other resources, but it did not come from Birmingham. So see, we need a grant writer. We need one that is effective, that knows exactly what wording, because you'd be surprised at how much money a grant writer makes, because they know how to use the verbiage. They know exactly that if you follow the instructions on what to do, you can do it. So you have 5 Points West that could have a modernized, state-of-the-art swimming pool facility, a state-of-the-art weightlifting, anything that's necessary for being healthy. You can have a cafeteria out there, have a lunchroom out there. Do the improvements out there. You can do it. And then once we've taken care of Birmingham, once we've taken care of Jefferson County, once we've taken care of 5 Points West, then we can spread. And then again, you have the monorail system, the train that runs from Birmingham to Atlanta that can be come up, that can be created. Is already, Mayor Langford already has the blueprints, so it can be done. So those counties that will be affected, those counties in which the monorail system will run through, will increase. The revenues will increase. Jobs will be created. Then you have investors, from what I understand, that wants to run a train from Birmingham to Texas. So you're covering all of North Alabama. Think of the revenue. Think of, we could have street lights throughout Alabama. We could have paved streets. Every county will be affected positively. And that money that is generated can also go to social services. You need to bring arts back into education. You need to make sure that the students of Alabama are well educated. And it can be done from the taxes from the state-of-the-art pool, for the monorail system, and then for the entire state of Alabama, you can have the Port of Birmingham. The revenue that could be generated from all of those would help Alabama, would help Jefferson County, would help Birmingham City to be the best, to be an example of what can be done if everyone is on the same page. It can be done. We need individuals in Montgomery who will provide that, who can work with others. I can't work with others. I don't have the patience. I don't have the mentality. I don't have the personality. I get frustrated very easy. So, but we're going to try to get Elder Woodson on here and talk about what's transpiring. So I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all tremendously. If you have not done so, again, please like, follow, share, and subscribe to Smash Bros Radio. Check us out. Download our app. I will see you tomorrow, Friday's Eve. I appreciate y'all. Know your value. Know your worth. Know that you control everything about you. And most importantly, know that I love you more than I love my luggage. Take care.